Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to take a look in the Soulforge and tell you what's going on in there. I'm going to show you my raid boss team and also my Underspire team. So let's start with the shop and the weekly troop we get. We have Soul Summoner. Let's take a look at this. Choose one. Create 2 demonic portal gems or explode a random gem and summon a spirit fox. That's not a bad spell, 12 mana cost. Demonic portal gems, when destroyed or exploded, can summon a troop, which is decent. Or explode a random gem and summon a spirit fox. A spirit fox is another useful troop as well, does true damage. Would we prefer it if it exploded more than 1 gem? Give you a better chance, because the idea of that might be sometimes to actually take out those demonic portal gems you created if you cast the first part of that spell first. But still not bad. Nice to have that choice, and if you've got a explodey triple weapon in your team anyway, you can use that to destroy the portal gems. But yeah, still it's reasonably usable. Gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. So a lot of these troops every week are vaguely useless, but I can see this sneaking into a team or 2 here and there, so I can give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a fairly solid 6 out of 10. And if I get it all the way to mythic level, if you can spare the glory, bingo bango, job done. Anyway, I discovered the other day that I was colourblind. The news came right out of the purple. Oh yes, right. Right, into the Soulforge we go then. Let's take a look at the weapons first. Not going to do all these ones here all the time. They're in my Soulforge extra video. I'll put a link to that in the description below. But first up we have Trickster's Slice, dealing damage plus magic plus 3 damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by Valpatia allies. So a basic weapon, but okay in its own way. And this will be the raid boss weapon at the same time, but don't get it from here then. Get it from the raid boss shop. That way you can be spending gems on it rather than your hard-earned diamonds. It's going to cost diamonds if you do it this way, which is a lot harder to get. So yeah, get it from the raid boss shop, because that way you get it by just buying some tiers, and when you buy the tiers you help out your guild at the same time, as well as end up picking up the weapon, so all good. Like I say, all these other weapons here on a regular basis in my Soulforge extra video. If you don't have the Wand of Stars, just go get it. Fantastic weapon. Choose one, create 6 elemental stars and bless all allies, or create 7 umbral stars and curse all enemies. So really good weapon. Those options of the bless or curse, really good. And it will backfire now and again, but it's going to help you out far more often on that mana gen than it will work against you. What's next? We have Orb of Valpatia, kind of the anti-Valpatia weapon in a way. Remove all green gems. That's the colour that Valpatia troops tend to like the most. Then deal magic-based damage to an enemy, boosted by gems removed. If the enemy is from Valpatia, or if the battle is in Valpatia, deal double damage. So very good in that particular situation. Foxglove. I do like this. This is a pretty cool weapon. Choose one. I do like the choose one things that give you various options. Convert all green gems to a chosen colour, which gives you a chance to get a load of mana that's not green, but with a extra turn at the same time as well. You'll be looking to make a 4 match out of them, or explode a gem and create 10 green gems. One of the upgrades for this is Leaf, which is Leaf Storm, which is green. So if you do that second option, you get a good chance to get an extra turn at the same time. So very decent weapon all around. Do like it for mana gen. Foxfire Tome. Deal magic-based damage to an enemy boosted by Valpatia allies. Then create a mix of 6 blue and green gems for each Valpatia ally. Uses yellow and purple, creates loads of blue and green. So make sure at least 1 or 2 of those Valpatia allies use blue or green, or both, to make the most of all that juicy mana. Skulking Shot. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by green allies and warget allies. So a basic weapon, but it does have Tangling as one of the upgrades, which is really good. That is a Root Trap. That will entangle the first troop when you cast that, so very handy indeed. Any more? We have Foxfang. Explode. Magic plus 1 green gems. Grant a random status effect to all Valpatia allies. Then summon a Valpatia troop. So a nice explodey summoning weapon to finish off our Valpatia weapons. So they're all good in a way, but I'll take a look at the raid boss team before recommending what to cast from that. But they all stand out in their own way, particularly Foxglove. That's decent as well. That's good, because they're all good in their own way. Nothing outstanding though, but I do like a nice explodey summoning weapon as well. But we'll take a look at the raid boss team before deciding what's the best weapon to cast from there. So, as ever, always have a little gander through these summoning stones. See if there's anybody good in there. In particular, you're looking for goblins that have an extra turn. Looking for empowered troops, which start with full mana. Like this one here, for example. Converts all blue to yellow, conjures a light storm, starts battles with full mana. Very useful indeed. No one particularly stands out there. Spirit Fox. There's Spirit Fox, you see that. Get that summon with that Glory Troop weapon. Glory Troop. Yes, kind of. You know what I mean. Anybody else here? Not particularly. Yeah, so some okay troops. Have a little look through there, see if anybody you fancy getting. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Solarithus is the dragon on rotation this week. So if this is the one you're missing to get your set of dragons to get Stellarix, then you can obviously craft that for more Dragonite cost. But if you got 2000 Dragonite, you can guarantee you get this dragon. Okay, let's take a look at the mythics. First up we have Flaming Oni. Really good troop this. Summon 3 random goblins. One of the only things that's more annoying than goblins is even more goblins, and this sucker summons 3 of them. Then explodes magic +1 green gems and gains an extra turn. So the typical goblin extra turn, lots of mana gen, 3 random goblin summons, and not bad traits at the same time. Summon a firestorm at the start of battle that is red, and can convert 2 red gems to burning gems when my turn begins. So Flaming Oni. Very strong start on the mythics here. Mabasira, not as good, dealing a low amount of damage to a moderate amount of damage to 6 random enemies. Don't like these ones to do random amount of damage sometimes, maybe with the exception of Tina 9000. But yeah, Mabasira. Yeah. All green allies gain 1 to the stats, to all stats at the start of each turn. Reduce damage from spells by 25% is okay, but yeah, it's just that random amount of damage I'm not overly keen on myself. Oh, we have both versions of Kurandara available today. Kurandara is the standard version, dealing damage to an enemy boosted by Doomskulls, then convert yellow gems to Doomskulls and conjure a Doomstorm. Curse of Ruin's really good as well. 50% chance to curse all enemies when matching 4 or more gems. Really cool. That takes away all positive status effects, which is a really handy thing against certain teams. And Impervious, immune to all status effects, Devour, Lycanthropy and Mana Burn, and gain bonus red is nice too. So Kurandara, again a really nice troop. Oh wow, this is another good mythic here. High King Irongut. Deal magic based damage to an enemy with the chance to devour them equal to your attack and gain an extra turn. Yep, the traits are just okay. Recover 1 life at the start of each turn. Inflict disease when doing skull damage, and steal 4 life from the first enemy when matching 4 brown gems. Like I say, nothing special in the traits, but it's because he's so darn good anyway, and very good in a lot of teams. Still a absolutely fantastic troop. Was that the 4th one? I think it was. 1, 2... Yes, it was. Because we started off with Flaming Oni. And a quick look at the legendaries then. Don't usually say to craft legendaries. Much better spending your hard-earned diamonds crafting those hard-to-get mythics. But we have Winter Imp. Dealing true scatter damage to all enemies, boosted by blue gems. If an enemy dies, freeze all enemies. But the best thing about this is that chill. Gain 8 magic on blue gem matches on a blue heavy team that just generates blue for fun. You can put that scatter damage absolutely through the roof and make Winter Imp super powerful. Really good. Spooky Imp, similar kind of thing. Dealing scatter damage to all enemies and either transform a random enemy into a wraith or all allies gain 3 magic. And again, boo! Gain 8 magic on purple gem matches. Again, can work in a similar way. If you've got a purple heavy team that generates stacks of purple mana, you can boost up that scatter damage to a Berserkoid level. And Berserkoid is a very high amount, by the way. Glitter Claw. Deals damage to a random enemy, transforms all blue gems to green to boost the effect, and Fairy Fire all enemies. Fairy Fire, they enemies that receive that get 50% extra incoming spell damage, and gain enchant from matching red gems is nice as well from Glitter Claw, and gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell is decent as well. I used to remember using Glitter Claw quite a lot in the early days of the game. The Widow Queen, sacrifice an ally. Yes, an ally. Then deal damage to all enemies boosted by the sacrificed troop's life, and summon a random Zalakari troop. So you kill someone, you get damage boosted by that life, and then you get a replacement troop. In its way, used correctly, can be actually pretty devastating. 25% chance to summon a Night Terror when I die, and web a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches are really good traits, and Dark Ancestry can be handy depending upon who you're fighting. But who gets my Mythic of the Week? There's some good ones here. Hiking Iron Gut is still awesome. If you want to have some chompy, eating, hungry fun. In the Underworld, for example, Kurandaris, really good as well. Mabasira, no. And Flaming Oni, really good. I mean, Flaming Oni is really, really good, but you can't not give it to Hiking Iron Gut. Oops, nearly crafted another one. Really, really cool. Damage to an enemy with a chance to devour them equal to your attack and gain an extra turn. So if you can boost your attack, you can guarantee that devour pretty much every single time. Just make sure they're not immune to devour first. So Hiking Iron Gut, my Mythic of the Week. Now onto the Raid Boss team. Now you must use the Event Captain Rage Pour in your team to make sure you get that ×2 magic and ×2 score. So to do that, you're going to go to the shop, grab yourselves tier at least 1, 2 and 3. At tier 1 you pick up the Potion of Enchantment. Enchant all allies at the start of battle for this event only. Really, really useful, and you get some other stuff at the same time too. Tier 2 is where you pick up Rage Pour, our required troop for this to get that ×2 score and ×2 magic. And you also get the Potion of Explosion, exploding gems at the start of battle, getting you mana quickly, and some other bits at the same time. And Tier 3 is good as well, you pick up that new weapon, Trickster's Slice, dealing damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by Valpatia allies. So that's kind of the minimum for this really, tier 1, 2 and 3, and it means you pick up more sigils to help out your team. So let's take a look at the team I'm using for this. I'm going to go for Foxfang 2 times the Foxfire King and Rage Pour. Now this weapon's in the Soulforge right now, really cool. Explodes magic +1 green gems, gives a random status effect to all Valpatia allies, which will be the whole team, then summons a Valpatia troop. So a mana gen, status effects, and a summon all rolled into one. The other reason this is a really handy weapon for this event as well is, remember we can get those demonic portal gems, the ones that have a summon. So basically by exploding all these green gems, if you did happen to lose a troop, you can take out those demonic portal gems really easily and get a summon at the same time, and also stop the enemy from using them. Really, really handy. We can get going with this very, very quickly in the team. Now the Foxfire King has that nice Choose One spell. Deal magic +1 true damage to all enemies, or deal the same amount of true damage to the weakest enemy boosted by red gems and spirit gems. Unless it's like a lone target you want to take out specifically, then that first option is going to be the one you're going to be doing pretty much all the time. And that Foxfire, 3rd trait, 50% chance to inflict Fairy Fire on a random enemy when matching red gems. It can really boost up that damage, because Fairy Fire basically adds 50% of incoming spell damage to the enemy, which is going to make that true damage absolutely lethal. So stick on 3 lots of Nitro Medals if you can to boost up that damage. And it also starts with 25% mana too, which is nice. So 2 of them, so if 1 lot of them doesn't kill the enemy off, then the second lot surely will most of the time. And with the Potion of Enchantment, means they'll get going pretty quickly. Rage Pour is there to just take out that boss when we need it, and pretty much that is all we're going to be using it for if the Foxfire King hasn't done its job already. You'll notice that these do use the same mana colours, so it's important that the weapon uses opposite colours. So we use 4 out of the 6 colours. And the banner for this then will be a Talon banner. I'm going for this, a +2 yellow, +1 green, -1 blue. Lots of yellow to charge up the weapon, lots of green for the other troops, and don't care about blue. You can go with a +2 brown banner if you're like instead it's going to do the same thing, and just do you prefer yellow or brown? Up to you. Anyway, Spirit Walker is the class I'm going in for this. Very, very, very good class. Allied Wargear gain 2 life, reduce damage from spells by 25%, and drain 2 mana from a random enemy when an ally casts a spell is really, really useful. And regarding the talent trees, we can have stuff like Resilience, gain 8 life, Purification, cleanse myself on 4 or 5 gem matches. Root Trap, always handy to entangle the enemy at the start of battle. Anti-magic sphere is also good, but do like that safety net of Root Trap. Mana Source, always good to have a fast start with mana. Healing Herb, gain 4 life when matching green gems, which is going to be happening a lot. And Nature's Will, gain bonus green, again really, really cool. In Harvest Moon, all Wargear allies gain 2 life every turn. So yeah, pretty much all those things being really handy for our team, because we are Wargear and or Fae at the same time. So right, let us jump in and have a battle or 6? Maybe more, maybe less. So the potion enchantment look and the explosion and the 50% mana start, we're ready to go straight away. There's our team charged up. Hasta la vista, baby, says the Foxfire King probably. He does damage to all, knocking them out in a single cast, shouting kaboosh as he does so. So I've jumped forward a little bit and this team absolutely just wrecking through this raid boss. No competition whatsoever, really, really straightforward. For the explosion thing to do its thing. There we go, we've got the weapon charged up absolutely immediately. There's the Foxfire King. One is still doing it right now. So with 2 of them, it's going to be absolutely lethal. Let's carry on going. You can play your invisible violin as much as you like, mate. It's not going to do you any good whatsoever. We may as well get that and finish off. Get the chance at that Fairy Fire. Get the boost straight away. Multi-Sitharask survived? Surely some mistake. But he's not going to make it. And the second Foxfire King would have been ready the next round because of the Potion of Enchantment anyway. So even if you're a lower level player, a newer player to the game, you could have had that second Foxfire King ready to cast. Well, may as well get that just because it's there. And same as that, why not? Just for the crack. Let's get the second Foxfire King involved in a bit of action. Back to back to finish off. In a couple of rounds anyway, the Rage Paw troop would have been ready to finish off the raid boss. So at this stage things will, become like a multiple cast thing or 2 cast thing, say. Lots of green there to explode. Both Foxfire Kings are going to be ready. There's the first one. There's the second one. Poor Rage Paw's the Godslayer and he's not even getting a chance to prove his worth yet. Foxfire King is stealing all the glory. But as long as you wipe out those normal troops, you can still use your Foxfire King to wipe out the rest. And we didn't have to do anything there. We just pretty much... Oi, oi, oi. Mr. Excitable there. So we're ready next round anyway. Let's give it a wallop just for being annoying. Foxfire King number 2 is about to steal the glory away from Rage Paw again. Come on, we will get to cast Rage Paw at some point. It's his job. He's the Godslayer. He says, it's my job. Keep stealing my job. He probably doesn't say that. But he might. He might be sitting back, kicking back, having a cup of tea and some donuts. Who knows? He knows. I think there's something in my tea again. Right, let's call this the last one. You're the last one. And we'll be on our way to the Underspire team. Right, do we need to do anything? No, the weapon's up next round anyway, so let's just grab anything really. And there we go, one Foxfire King, then the other. Hasta la vista, baby! Right, now onto the Underspire team. Similar kind of team in a way, but we're going to swap out that troop that was a bottom place before for a Vulfire Hunter. This is player's choice at the same time. This is a good one though, because it complements the true damage of the Foxfire King. So if anybody survived, you can use Vulfire Hunter to target somebody. And handy if they're submerged as well, because submerged troops will dodge all that damage to all from the Foxfire King. You can hit them with the Vulfire Hunter should that happen. Or you can do splash damage boosted by blue gems, but normally the true damage to an enemy would be the best way to go about that. And we also gain 3 mana when matching 4 or more gems. Regarding other ways to go about this, there are other ways too, obviously, like Phoenix is a really good troop. Lots of true damage to all enemies, and obviously Stellarix is a Valpatia troop at the same time. You could have something like Stellarix in the team. You could still use Foxfang, and then something like, what's the one that explodes purple gems. That's the one. Choose one. Explode all the purple gems in the world, or mana burn the first 2 enemies. That'd be a good way with the weapon of getting Stellaryx charged up quickly, because it uses the opposite colours of our weapons. That'd be a nice way to go about charging a Stellaryx up quickly. Go the Fox Fang first, then Phantom Fox, then Stellaryx, then whoever you like, because Stellaryx will be doing most of the heavy lifting in that team. Right, but let's rock and roll with this one, see how it does. Still going to get that nice 50% mana start, so we're looking to charge up the weapon a nice and quickly, but if that happens, then happy days. The enemy's going to die pretty sharpish like. Let's grab our stuff from Matey Boy Longhead. Thank you. Be on your way, son. And on to the next. May as well grab it that way to get brown at the same time. Let's grab some yellow then. Cast the weapon. Oh, may as well get that handy if you're a newer player. Just in case you get that nice little boost. The good thing, I said before, the good thing about this weapon as well is the fact that you may get some of these demonic portal gems sometimes, which are potentially very annoying. And you can explode them, destroy them with the weapon. Being slightly awkward on my colours. Let's do it that way then. So be it. And on to the next. Ooh, up or right? The only way is up. Or the right way is right. Right? Right. Right it is. So yellow, we'll grab the yellow. That gets the weapon up really quick. Cast that. Bit unlucky on our red collections there, but hey ho, it's alright, we can collect it manually. Always good to get red, get a 50% chance of the fairy fire on the enemy. Yeah, and it should be fairly straightforward with this, and it's only later on in the battles you're going to have to start casting both of your Foxfire Kings and maybe the bottom troops finish off, or however way you went about it, because the Stellaryx option, if you've got Stellaryx, is a nice way to go about it too. Even though Stellaryx uses a lot of mana, it will actually get charged up very quickly with those 2 troops I recommended before. There you go, there was one of those demonic portal gems there, you see. That's why it's really handy to have this weapon to take them sort of things out, because if the enemy managed to get them, it could be a frustrating experience with the enemy constantly getting those easy summons if they happen to have a explodey or destroyee troop on their team at the same time. No yellow to get. Must have brown. No! So we must have green. No! Have red then! Red's what we wanted anyway. And kaboosh, them all out of there. Job done. But there it is. There's the video for today. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.